Hey boys, welcome back to the channel where we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's a bit of a throwback. I gotta be honest, I'm back on my collecting grind. I'm back in my collecting era. Now the funny thing about it is that I'm not actually sort of collecting what I'm gonna be showing in this video, rugby league cards. I'm heavily into Pokemon at the moment. So sort of the way it went down, right? If anyone's collected anything before, there'll just be moments where you sort of stop for a while, and then one day you start going through all your stuff, right? You go through all your old stuff. You look at things that you've collected, and it brings back the nostalgia, right? It's a lot of fun. It's one of the best things about collecting, right? Just going back and looking at all the weird and cool shit you've collected. And so to start with, I gotta be honest, a lot of the old Pokemon stuff that I've collected over the time, there's some pretty valuable and pretty nice things there. So it sort of got me in that mindset again, and I've been heavily into that. So I'll definitely upload a couple of videos going through some of my nice things there, and also depending how it goes on YouTube, we could do more, which I would like to do because it's an interest. I personally like watching other people like unbox and open up packs and shit like that. It's always a lot of fun. So we'll get into that. But the other thing is, I was going through all my rugby league cards, which also were pretty neat, dude. Now, I'm waffling on a lot here, but just to preface it, just to get it all out of the way, I guess, so to speak. And but yeah, in this video, I'm just gonna be going through all the sort of neat stuff that we've collected over the course of time for rugby league. There's honestly been a decent amount, and it must have been like 2017, maybe 2018, when I sort of stopped collecting Pokemon and rugby league cards. Maybe a little bit after that. I honestly can't remember, but I did enjoy it, and it was just something that, it just sort of fell off as things do. But I'm back in the grind. I'm back in my mindset of collecting. So let's just go through some random stuff. Now, it's not going to be like expensive stuff in the rugby league stuff. There's a few things, like if there's, I sort of have a brief idea or like a rough estimate of a couple of things that are worth maybe a little bit, but a lot of things, especially like, a niche product like rugby league, especially cards, it's not going to be anything major, but it's just nice. And it's going to be fun to go back through and look at some of these old. So these, first off, I thought these were interesting. Nothing too special. I remember, what was this? 2018. Okay, so maybe I stopped in like 2019 then, because 2018 NRL Traders. I think you got one of these a pack, or you did get quite a few of these in a box. And I did open a couple of boxes. I remember it was always a lot of fun. But let's go through some of these faces of the game. So sort of the rookies or the up-and-coming stars of their respective clubs. So Jonas Pearson with the Bronx didn't really kick on. I actually really liked Jonas Pearson back in the day. I did think he would kick on and become a mainstay somewhere, but just, I don't know, never really found his feet in particular. Big one here, Tommy Trbojevic. I think we know what happened with Tommy Trbojevic. This one's a nice little one here. Tommy is obviously, barring injury, one of the best players in the game now. Then we have Marcelo Montoya at the Doggies originally, and obviously has turned himself into quite the adept center slash winger for the Warriors now, which is great to see. Nathaniel Roach for the Warriors. I think did he stay at the Warriors the whole time? I'm trying to think where he ended up going because I thought he. Why am I thinking he went to the Titans? I don't think he did. I think he went to the Super League at some point. But I did like Nathaniel Roach there. He just, again, didn't really get too many opportunities. I think he did have quite a number of injuries for a long time. But yeah, another guy that never really eventuated too much. Also, apologies if the setup is a bit scuffed. Hopefully the sound is okay. It looks okay on the camera. It looks not too bad. I'm actually just using my phone at the moment because obviously if I was going to do like more, I do sort of want to get into like actually openings and stuff, and probably more so Pokemon. Again, I don't, if people like it, they might not. I don't know. But I just find it very fun to do. So if I get into it a bit more, then we could get a better setup. But it looks alright, honestly. From what I'm seeing, Nat Butcher for the Roosters honestly looks the exact same as he fucking does now. I mean, it's only, what, 5 years ago? 5 years ago? Is a decent amount of time. But Nat Butcher, obviously, he's probably doing what he did back then. He's a solid toiler. Nothing too flashy, but does get the job done. Dylan Edwards, look at this little boy. This one is so funny. Bro, he's a little kid. Look at his jersey. All the other players, like the jerseys are like, you know, like a footy jersey. It's tight. His is like a fucking, he's wearing his big brother's jersey. Why is this so funny? Like he looks the exact same, but he's a little kid. That's very funny. Oh my word. Ewan Aiken. I feel like, I guess he was a rookie back then. It feels like Ewan Aiken's been around for 10 years, but yeah, he was good at the Dragons for sure. Obviously at the new Dolphins now. Bevan French. Oh, what a wasted talent Bevan French was. He obviously went to the Super League and's been killing it. There was rumors he was potentially going to come back to the NRL, but I think he signed a new deal over in England, so that was sort of put to bed pretty quick. Josh Adokar at the Storm. We all know what's happened there. Maxi King, I was looking at this one before and I'm like, Max King, he came through at the Titans, eh? Obviously, that card's fucked up as well. I didn't even notice. It's all, what has he got, pen or something? Oh no, that's just, oh, it's just the way the card is. No, yeah, that's, why did I not notice that? I guess the other cards had a different color. I thought because it was black, I'm like, is that mold or something? No, it's just the way it's the way the card is. I literally didn't notice. I'm looking at the other ones now and they're like, yeah, they're different colors. Okay, I'm a fool. Yeah, Max King for the Titans. Obviously he's been one of the doggies' best forwards for a couple of years now. He's turned himself into quite the quality prop. It's the same Max King, right? Yeah, it definitely is. He looks the same. I knew there was wasn't there a couple of Max Kings around? Nah, it's got to be the same one, I think. I'm sure. Maxi, yeah, it's got to be. Also, I did have all these cards like in the fucking NRL Traders binder here and a couple other things, but trying to do that on the camera just was very annoying, so I took them all out. That's why I looked after them pretty well. They're in pretty good condition. Obviously the cards, they're obviously different to like Pokemon cards. They're more, I guess, sturdy and more cardboardy than a Pokemon card. Not as flashy obviously, but they do hold up nicely. I guess that's the nice thing about these type of cards. Esan Masters, that's another player that's what could have been. Yeah, he had like 1 or 2 seasons where he was like, honestly, I thought one of the best centers in the game. Then he moved to a couple of clubs, Titans. Did he go to was the Cowboys his last stint? Fuck, I can't even remember, but Yeah, it just went downhill quickly, unfortunately. Yeah, bit of a shame. Esan. Cameron Murray, that's another good one right there. Old Cam. And okay, then we move on to some of these. So NRL Traders 2018 still. Elijah Taylor Player of the Year. So these are Club Hero cards. I know these were a little bit rarer. They got a nice little texture on the Club Hero part. The camera quality is actually picking up nicely. What I'm looking at is very dark, but the camera's brightening it quite nicely there. Because yeah, if we look on the back, yeah, 32 Club Hero cards in a set. So 31 or 32 there for Elijah Taylor. Then we have the absolute bloody workhorse here, Bunty Afoa. Just cult hero, Bunty. Absolute club hero. That's a very fitting club hero. Honestly, both of them. Elijah Taylor was an absolute champ as well. And then Morgan. I thought it was Anthony Don for a second, but no, Morgan Boyle. Again, he's a player that. Who did he sign to? Did he sign to the Dogs? Fuck, I can't. I'm losing my mind. I know he obviously left the Titans. Who did he go to? I'm losing it. I honestly can't remember, but he had before he signed, he was actually starting to look really, really good for the Titans. So disappointing. He never really kicked on either. So there's a few different things. We got so much shit to get through. I gotta not speed it up necessarily, but let's kick on. So a few international cards we have here. Again, I might check price. I don't know. Maybe these are like a couple of bucks per pop. Maybe, I don't know. Again, because they're rugby league cards, they might be like in a card site for a couple of bucks. But whether or not someone would actually buy them for a couple of bucks, that's sort of the thing about valuations for sure. But Ryan Sims there. I mean, it's a nice little holographic. Then we have Aaron Wood. So this is a nice card. Like, honestly, it's got a nice texture on the logo, Aaron Woods Kangaroos. It's very nice, but it's got to be Aaron Woods of all players, dude. I remember this card. I think at the time it was maybe like $10 or so. And I think I pulled that one. And again, big shame that it's Aaron Woods of all players, but we move on. Then we have a couple of origins. So Dylan Napa, obviously back at the Roosters. And man, what happened to Dylan Napa? I still remember that game versus the Bunnies where the Chooks were like depleted on forwards. The Bunnies had one of the best forward packs in the comp, and Dylan Napa literally fucking destroyed them. It's one of the best and most underrated forward performances of all time, especially the modern era. It was so good. I can't even get over how good that game was from Dylan Napa. But yeah, I don't know. Dylan Napa just lost the plot. Jonathan Thurston, that's a nice one. Queensland Cowboys Australian legend right there. JT. What are these ones? So the State of Origin, there were 45 to collect of the State of Origin. Thankfully, we got mostly Queensland boys. Cam Munster, that's another beauty. Look at him, freshly shaven. It's looking like a young buck there. Old Cameron. And then Boyd Cordner. Honestly, as New South Wales players, you can't go wrong with a Boyd Cordner. You know, as much as hate New South Wales and the Roosters, Boyd Cordner, one of the best to ever do it. Have a lot of respect for Boyd Cordner. So there's some internationals. Then we move on to some. I don't know. We'll grab this little pile. What have we got here? So these are some. This is actually from another set. So most of those first ones, or all those ones before, were NRL Traders. That set, these are NRL Extreme 2017. So I remember the Extreme cards or the Extreme sets were always a bit more expensive, like the packs and the boxes. But I think maybe because you get a few more nicer cards, Bit more valuable, but still bit different. Gold card, gold try card for Corey Oates. So if we look, I don't know, it doesn't actually say the numbers. PC6, I don't know, dude. Whatever. No one really cares. James Tedesco at the Tigers. Bit of a throwback there. So that's a nice little card to have. Old Jimmy Tedesco at the Tigers with the gold try card. Then we've got, so the NRL Extreme superhero cards, which are, you know, they're nice little cards, a bit different. Again, James Tedesco's, I can't complain. We got some cool stuff here. James Tedesco at the Tigers, Jack Bird at the Sharkies. Who's this? Tyson Frizzell at the Dragons. So most of these guys actually have moved on, which is funny. I guess that's how it goes. Tyson Frizzell, obviously at the Knights now. So then we have, so these Power Bomb cards. So these are pretty cool as well. I think they were one of the rarer cards in the set to get. Again, I don't know. I might look them up. They might be a couple of bucks. I don't think that'd be anything too crazy. You know, I predict $5 at most for one of these cards, and that's, you know, probably a bit overs. But as you see, who's that? Matt Parcell. I thought it was Trebojevic, but no, Matt Parcell there. I was disappointed when he went to the Super League. He had so much to give in the NRL, but unfortunately not to be. Cherry Evans still there, Jakey and Martin Tapa'u there. Then we have a Dragons. Oh god, that's not a great powerbomb card. Fucking Josh Dugan, Jack DeBellin, yuck, and Tyson Frizzell, he's a good lad, and Ewan Aiken. But I mean, look at that. They're pretty nice cards. Unfortunately, it's the Dragons. And then the Rabbits. So who we got here? Greg Inglis, Cody Walker, Sammy Burgess, Adam Reynolds. So that's a pretty good 4-piece right there. That's probably the best 4-piece out of these. So a bit different there, the NRL Extreme. Then we'll move on to, we have got these street art cards. So, these were cool. I got to be honest, feeling them, they feel not the best. Like, they feel really cardboardy. They don't really have that glossy feel to them, which I don't particularly like, but they just look nice. They're a really nice card. We got Benji Marshall. So there was 16 in this. So these are 2020. I honestly don't remember where I got these from, but very nice. You had the silver, the black ones. So we got Will Hopwater there. I know the black ones were more rare or more expensive, which is funny because I actually prefer the silver. The silver, I think, looks nicer, but the black were definitely rarer. Then we have James Fisher-Harris from the Panthers. That one looks nice as well, another silver one. So didn't have too many of those. Then we move on to, if you can see that, yeah, it shows up all right. So these are 2017 season to, okay, so the 2018 traded cards, but 2017 season to remember. Obviously, it's the season before. It's a little hard to see. On the camera, it looks better. Fucking what I'm looking at is so dark. The card itself, it's so dark. But JT lands Golden Point field goal round 2. So, you know, nice little cards here. They actually show like a and you can obviously collect, like, there's another Cowboys one you can collect maybe. I'm guessing. Taylor, Stars in Titans victory, round 19. Ash Taylor and the Titans. Who would have thought? Who have we got here? Fusatua produces hat-trick in win, round 1. He had quite a few hat-tricks, old Fusatua. He went on runs and then did nothing for a few weeks. Again, a player that had so much potential, but still a good player. Still a good player overall. Then we have Zaya Yo. Zayo's double sparks comeback in round 10. A double for Yo. I mean, he scores the odd try now, but this is probably when he was... Would he have been playing lock back then or in the back row? Probably in the back row, right? Skinny old Yo back then. Robert scores one runaway match-winning try in round 7. I mean, these are nice little cards, honestly. Blake Ferguson produces a hat-trick in Roosters victory round 10. Okay, that's right. And then I had these 2019 season to remember. So these ones, they're obviously a lot easier to see. I actually probably prefer the 2017 ones. They look a little sleeker. But these are easier to see. It's going to be annoying having to do this. Playing at his 6th NRL club, the experienced halfback celebrated his 150th NRL game. Oh, Blake Green, ever reliable. Benny Hunt, what do we have here? Ben Hunt was brilliant as the Dragons notched their biggest win of the season. He was heavily involved as he scored 2 tries and set up 3 others. Good old Ben Hunt. Matt Burden. The teenage rookie produced a try, assist, 3 tackle breaks, forced dropout, and 11 tackles. Fuck it. You can't produce that now, that's for damn sure. Cam Smith. Storm captain, became the highest point scorer in the game's history. So that's a nice one to have, actually. It's a legit record-breaking season to remember card. And then old Brian Kelly. Crossed for 2 tries, produced a line break, 6 tackle busts, and ran for 169 meters as they upstaged the Bronx. Not good. But I mean, that's a typical Kelly performance. He is a tackle buster. And then Sione Matadia. Oh, goodness. The ever-reliable Matadia celebrated his 100th NRL game. I always love Matadia. It was good when he moved into the back row, honestly. Then we move on to... Okay, what have we got here? So, NRL Elite. So, this this must have been another set. I honestly can't remember these ones. But 2019 NRL Elite cards. Spotlight. So, Cam Munster. 16 of those, I guess. Sleek cards. Speed Machine. Josh Addo-Carr. I keep going out of frame because I'm like looking at the card and moving it. Josh Addo-Carr. Speed Machine, Suliasi Vunivalu. That was quite the wing combination. Vunivalu and Josh Addo-Carr. They were good times for the Stormers. Then we have, I remember we had a couple of nice ones here. Custodians. Custodian cards, Jerome Hughes. These are really nice. They got, again, that texture on the actual wording. 16 of these, I guess, to collect as well. Then we had Cam Smith, 2018 Captain of the Year. Again, really nice. Like, these are really nice cards. They got that texture. It's like a sketch sort of picture of Cam Smith. It's a really nice card. Honestly, really, really nice card. Oh, okay, yeah, these are the Dally M cards. Obviously, that's what the big fucking thing is in the middle there. You damn fool. Dally M Awards, Captain of the Year, and Cam Smith, 580 of the Year. So we only did a couple of those, but they're nice cards. They're really, really nice. Then a few more miscellaneous stuff. We got a bit more to go. We got a bit more. I'm leaving some cool stuff till the end. These are the Star Tunes, so NRL 2020 traders. I guess maybe I got 2020. I don't know, dude. Honestly, I can't remember. But the Star Tunes, I could probably go back and look at my videos because I remember I was opening packs. But Star Tunes, these are cool. These are nice little gimmicky cards, which I like. Corey Thompson there. Then we have Cameron Smith. We got a lot of Cameron Smith cards, which is good. Cam Smith. We have James Tarmo. Probably not the best. The Panthers, it's a little dark. You can't really read it. Then we have Chris Lawrence. Nice little art of Chris Lawrence there. I do like that. Then, okay, so this one, Cooper Cronk, 300 game milestone. I think this is like a $5 card now if you look on sort of card sites. It was like I guess a promo type card. I got it when I bought like a a folder, not this one, but there was another folder I bought and it came with this card, and it's a pretty nice card, 300 games for Cooper Cronk. And then this one is just a bit of a, I don't know where I got this one, Wild Power. It's an extreme card. It's really cool. It's one of those old classic, I don't know what they're called, but goes from cartoon to real life. It's a sick card. It's honestly one of the coolest ones I've got. I don't know what it wouldn't be worth a lot, but it's just nice. I like it a lot. And then I don't know why this is here. 2020 Traders Club Hero, fucking Chad Townsend of all players. It's a nice card, but it's got to be Chad Townsend, unfortunately. But still, nice sleek card for sure. All right, just adjusting here. What am we grabbing? Let's grab. Oh, trying to get comfy here. It's an awkward spot. So this, I remember I bought these off eBay, not because they're worth a lot. Again, I might look up the prices for some of these, but I'm pretty sure these aren't worth really much at all. But I got them for cheap off eBay, and obviously I'm a Broncos fan, and they're just really nice cards. So NRL Special Edition, I don't really know what it is. It's just like a team of the century or something. It doesn't actually say, but you'll see as I go through here. It's just the Broncos team of absolute classics and from modern and bygone era. So Darren Lockyer, of course. Darren the GOAT should be an immortal. Then we have Steve Renouf there. Fantastic. Justin Hodges. Whew, what a center combo that would have been. Justin and Steve Renouf there. Kevin Walters. Beauty. Love to see it. Yeah, we have Andrew McCulloch. I mean, his ending of the Broncos didn't go well, but he was an absolute club legend for a long time. And I loved McCulloch for a long time, but just got sort of too quick for him at the end. But still a legend, still an absolute legend of the Bronx. Wendell, Big Dell Sailor. They're just nice cards. That's why I remember I got them, because they were just cool. Then we have Anthony Milford. Again, he's gonna be much maligned, but man, he had some good seasons. He had some fantastic seasons at the Broncos. He had some unbelievable games. Loved watching him play. He was one of my favorite players. Gordy, big Gordon Towers. Josh Maguire. Don't particularly like Maguire, even when he was at the Bronx. He was good, but I don't know. I was never a huge fan, but there he is. Bob Lindner. And who else we got? Matty Gillette. Another legend right there. Jack Reed. One of the most underrated players of the time. I guess it's not a team of the, like, there's no, there was Wendell, but we got 3 centers, so I don't know, dude. It's just, I don't really know what the set is. It's just it just is what it is. You got Darius Boyd, Petro, gotta have Petro, and then a real old school Dennis Flannery, and Corey Parker, of course. Probably, I mean, Paddy Carrigan is fast approaching, but Corey Parker is still the GOAT of locks at the Bronx, in my opinion. So that's a neat little set right there. Then, okay, so we got to go through these. These, again, I don't know if these are worth much more than back when I got them. But I remember I got these for pretty cheap off eBay, and they're just really nice. So the Crystal Collection from the 2017 NRL Elite. So we got Luke Lewis. It just goes through the years. They're nice cards. So 2016, go back to 2015. Beautiful cards. 2014. So on and so on. 2013, 2012, back when he was at the Panthers, the Pink Panther there. Again, 2011, 2010, the old fucking blondie on the wing. 2009, 2008. Actually, I don't know when he moved into the back row. Honestly, I can't remember. But 2007, 06. I remember those jerseys. I don't know why I remember those jerseys so vividly. 2005, 04, 03, and 02 and 01. So really cool, Luke Lewis. Then we've got one of the GOATs of all time, Jonathan Thurston Crystal Series. So same thing as Lukey Lewis, just goes back through the years. JT in 2015, 2014. I'm trying to think it would have him at the Dogs. Yeah, 2013, 2012, 11, 2010. He's looking a lot different there. 2009, 08, 07, 06, 05, the actual heartbreak, 04, the Doggies, fresh upstart there, 03, and 02. So really, really cool sets, those. I know there's another one, the Cam Smith one. I remember at the time it was like really expensive, like compared to those two, but I don't know. I'll look up prices maybe. So these are some just this is some just random stuff that I just had in like hard cases, or some other random stuff as well. But I remember I pulled this out of a box, and again, the price for this is probably like $40. But obviously, again, who's going to pay for this? A 2020 Premiership Predictor. So you could get obviously one of every team, and I think it was like one in every box or one in every 2 boxes you could pull this, or a couple of boxes. I don't know. It was pretty rare. They're obviously pretty rare pulls. And obviously if you got the one that the team won that year, then you're laughing, but obviously the Cowboys did not. So it's still it's a really nice card, I got to be honest. Then we've got this Nelson Sofa-Solomona limited edition signed card, which I remember getting this off eBay for like virtually nothing. Like I got it, I think, on a bid that was really low. You'll see a little scuffing, maybe that's just from the protective case. It's not the card, it's just the sticky or the glue from tape. But this card, if you look it up, I don't know, I think it's like $50, $40 to $50. Again, depending someone would actually buy it, but I remember I got this for way cheaper than that. So that's a nice card, nice little sign card there from Nelson. Oh God, Dan. Okay, so I'll show this one first, actually. So, put these down. So, we got this 2009 Premiership Predictor for the Dragons. Now, they did not win that year, but, I don't know, it's a pretty cool classic Premiership Predictor. But I got these as a bundle for, again, I'm pretty sure I paid like $10. This was years and years ago. But I definitely only paid like $5 to $10 for these 2 cards at the time, off eBay. And I thought they were just neat. And I remember looking up the price. I'm like, they're worth a lot more than that even back then. And I was looking up this card, and apparently, like, you had to redeem all of these Premiership cards to get a top try scorer card. I think, I don't actually remember. I might look it up and see actually how it worked, but I remember something along those lines. But this Brett Morris card, I think, goes for like, well, in stock, it's still like $50 or something, but it's a cool card for sure. Then we have, so these 2009 Select NRL Champion cards, which I picked up for really cheap. We have Greg Inglis and Cooper Cronk, which again, both of these cards go for like $15 to $20 each, which is pretty nice. They're like sketch cards. They're really cool. We got a couple of signed cards here. We got Kenny Bromwich, Authentic Series, Ruby, which is limited to 720. So only 720 cards of these are out there in the world. So, you know, nothing too crazy, but it's cool nonetheless. We've also got, I remember pulling this card, Appy Coruscant. This one is limited to 500. I don't think it's worth much again, but it's cool to have still. Then we have a couple of these retirement cards, the 2013 Roy Asatazi, Bryson Goodwin 2017, and I know these were worth a couple of bucks as well. They were neat. Then we've got a couple of these random fucking things. I don't even know. I might look them up again. I know that I don't think they're really worth anything, but they were neat. I liked them back in the day when I saw them, so I picked them up off eBay for cheap. They came in hard cases. That's why they're in this like that. And then the final little collection that we have. It's been a long video, but we're almost done. These, I remember seeing these like randomly on eBay, like one of these cards. It was going for a decent price, and I got like a really low bid on like a full collection of these cards. And again, I'll look up the price. They probably haven't like gone up necessarily, but I definitely got them for way less than what they're valued at, and they're just really cool. So Superhero Galactic Stars card. So Campese, Jonathan Thurston, Greg Bird, Jamie Lyon, Billy Slater, Jared Mullen, Jared Hayne, we probably shouldn't talk about, Timmy Grant from the Panthers. So yeah, one from every club. Paul Gallen, Greg Inglis, Michael Ennis, Sam Thaiday. What's this? Yeah, 2014 these were. Robbie Farah, Shawnee Johnson, Sonny Bill Williams, and Ben Cray to round it out. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up pretty much all the rugby league collection. So like I said, I haven't honestly got any more rugby league cards in the works, but it just made me, I wanted to do this video just to go through everything again. It's fun to just have a look at what we sort of collected in our time, and yeah, I'm definitely going to. I'll do a couple of videos showcasing some of the rarer Pokemon cards we have, and just some other just stuff like that. And then depending how it goes, I would love to actually do like some actual Pokemon unboxings and, you know, pack openings, but we'll see. If literally nobody wants to watch it, then we might not, but it's just something fun to do. Like even if it's not many people that watch it, which I understand because it's the channel has been pretty much rugby league focused for a long time, or sports in general, but you know, I've got the itch to collect. So that'll pretty much wrap it up. If you guys are enjoying sort of, you know, something a bit different, make sure to like and comment. It's been a long video, but you know, it's been good fun just going over some old classic stuff. So yeah, make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.